Out of the dust of the earth we were made. We received the breath of life from God, and though we may flourish and fill the earth, we must all return to the one who created us all, having lived just and right. And so the story goes of a man who lived and served humanity in many ways unimaginable. A soldier, a disciplinarian, responsible strategist, and one who trained his children to be tigers.
He transcended fatherhood. He superintended over us. He managed us. He taught us. He gave it all for us.
Hard work. Be kind. Stay humble. That's what he taught me. He also taught me to make my bed the first thing in the morning.
A lot of you teach your children how to succeed in life. But I believe you forget to teach them to be responsible with power. My father taught us how to be responsible with power. Be it economic power or intellectual power.
And being a psychiatrist today, I know what that means. Set your day. After you pray and then make your bed. What is your legacy?
This is a tribute to the extraordinary life of Captain Benjamin Ezeko Akigbe. Born in Ukuseosi in 1927 in Edo State, Nigeria, Benjamin Ezeko Akigbe was a man of great valor and strength. He sailed through different areas of life with an enduring spirit and a sound mind. Most notably is his profound experience as a dedicated soldier.
He joined the army from his remote village, Ohuselsi, dusty village, South Nigeria. He got to Kaduna and they lined the troops, 3,000 men, after basic training of 6 months. My dad, he got to Kaduna with friends from the same village next door. My dad's family were farmers. These other guys' family, farmers also. Some of them goat herders. Captain James, they later became officers. James, Peter, Bangboye. These guys, they were all from Ohuselsi, Ayo. And then Nigeria was under colonial rule. And they asked each person, where are you from? Ayo, who is from Ohuselsi, like my dad, told the colonial officer, I'm from Benin. Why? Because he didn't want people to laugh at him. He didn't want to say he's from Ohuselsi. It's a village, you know. Ayo said, I'm from Benin. He said, Benin, are you from Benin? He said, yeah, I'm from Benin. If you, just after the Oba's palace, my father owns the house by the side. They said, okay, Ayo, step aside. Omagi, where are you from? He said, from Ring Road in Benin. You see that secretariat just by the left. You see 1 2-story building. That's my dad's house. He said, okay. Bangboye, where? He said, from Benin. They got to my father. True life story. My father told the colonial officer, I am from Ohuselsi. They all started laughing, calling him village man. And like my father, a soldier, a tiger who lives in his head. He lives in the world alone. He doesn't care what you think about him. He's a steady hand on the steering. He said, I'm from Ohuselsi. I'm from Ohuselsi. You can laugh at me all you want. It's okay. Guess what? passing out parade. They called Ayo. Ayo. Say, yes, sir. From Benin, correct? Yes, sir. Take 5 shillings, which is like 5 cents. Because the colonial government could calculate the distance between Kaduna and Benin. They called Omage 5 shillings. We know the distance. It takes 5 shillings from Kaduna to Benin. They called Ahigbe, my father. They gave him 50 pounds. Because the colonial masters couldn't find Uhuselse on the map. It was categorized as unknown destination, which qualified Ahigbe automatically for 50 pounds. And then guess what? A man that knows human nature, the treachery of people. They went and reported to the colonial master. Why did you give Ahigbe 50 pounds? We know him. We know his father's house. We live together. We are from Uhuselse. We are not from Benin. So these were stories I grew up with.
Enlisting in the Nigerian army in 1956, Captain Ahigbe's journey took him to the faraway lands of Tanganyika and Congo. Stationed in Kaduna and various bases, he became a loyal member of the Quartermaster Corps of the former 7th Mechanized Brigade in Asaba, and this was from 1966 to his resignation from the Nigerian army in 1972. After 17 years of faithful service, he ventured further, embarking on a new mission of entrepreneurship. Upon his retirement, he went into private business, and teaming up with his soulmate Abigail Ahigbe, he grew his business empire as the chairman of B.I. Ahigbe and Sons Nigeria Limited, earning him the affectionate title Who No Man. Some of his business achievements are in estate development, commercial and private buildings, wholesale distribution of major breweries like Guinness, Niger Brewery, Coca-Cola, Canada Dry, and Lorry Brew, a transportation business with a fleet of trucks, sawmill, restaurant, and supermarkets. Proudly, he laid the foundation of his family to thrive and blossom through different spheres of life. A thoroughbred family man whose greatest legacies are his children. A man of benevolence, he believed in giving back to his roots. The soul of his birth, his dear village, Uhuselse, reaped the rewards of his generosity. He prioritized education for his family and community members. A beacon of hope and love he was to his people.
Grandpa always said, even to our friends, read your book. I lost friends because of that. They weren't really friends, and he knew. He even told my friends, read your book. Grandpa, I've read my book. I mean, we're all here because we read our books.
When I started working with them, I was like watching them, Dr. This, Dr. This, Dr. This, Dr. This. I'm a Nigerian. I was kind of like, how come about everybody doctor? From the same father, the same mother. And I began to watch this man. He would tell me story how he joined. And being in Nigeria, I was lucky to come from his own side too. Although we don't speak the same dialect, but we are very close. So if you see us sit down, we don't speak English. I'm not an American to one and no. We go down to our pidgin English. will begin to speak. One funny thing about Daddy that I love so much, all his doctors will come to him in the house. Everybody. When they come, that is when I will sit down, I will be laughing for hours. The day he's not happy, he will sit down and they will come and ask, Captain B.I. They will ask him questions. Then he will not ask them. Boss said, no tell you now. So when they are not asking, why are you asking them? He says, suppose tell them before they come here. I don't want to talk. Then they talk too much.
A humble and generous soul, Captain Akigbe was more than a prosperous businessman. He was no passerby. Captain displayed countless acts of kindness, a good Samaritan. His humility and generosity in every endeavor beyond wealth, he embraced the richness of humanity in his heart. Captain Benjamin Ezekiel Akigbe sculpted not monuments, but human potential, a long-lasting mark imprinted in the hearts of many souls. On October 26, 2023, in the heart of Houston, Texas, the earthly journey of Captain Benjamin Ezekiel Akigbe came to an end. He is survived by 8 children. Attorney Lawson Akigbe, a lawyer, Dr. Bosse Akigbe Ojo, a physician, Inspector Henry Akigbe, a lawyer and a British police officer, Professor Francis Akigbe, an educationist, Dr. Joy Akigbe Kalu, a nurse, Dr. Bright Akigbe, a physician and an entrepreneur, Mrs. Betty Akigbe Abuda, microbiologist, and Dr. Barry Akigbe, a physician. 21 grandchildren, 3 great-grandchildren, 3 sons-in-law, 5 daughters-in-law, and a sibling. Tributes have continued to pour in for this enigma of a man since he passed in October 2023. The journey to his final resting place started at the Bracewood Church, Houston, in the state of Texas, United States of America, with a very emotional funeral service.
We're not here to mourn, we are here to celebrate a man who lived a great life. He lived a full life. And we thank God for his faithfulness and legacy in Captain Benjamin's life.
Don't grieve for me, for now I'm free. I'm following the path God laid for me. I could not stay another day to laugh with you, to love you, to work, or to play. Because tasks left undone must stay that way.
He taught us the phenomenon of what he called the Oboloruro. The Oboloruro, from what he would say, is you must be a steady hand on the steering. You stay your course. You be a soldier. You never give up. Be tenacious. Never say die. That was my father. He transcended fatherhood. He became a God in our lives. He taught us even about marriage. He said, do everything for your wife. Sacrifice for your children. Never demand gratitude. Don't ask them to be grateful. Because that's what you're supposed to do. They can't thank you for what you're supposed to do.
My dad's legacy was hard work. Be kind. Stay humble.
And I thank him for everything. He taught us that you have to be grateful to the person who does anything for you.
Now, it is God who has made us
for this very purpose and has given us the Spirit as a deposit, guaranteeing what is to come.
The soul of this great soldier has moved on, but yet his spirit lives on, playing an eternal melody, forever resonating in the lives of not just his biological children, but many more others across the world. Burial arrangements for late Captain Benjamin Ezeko Ahigbe, Monday 5th February 2024, lying in state at his residence, Edo Lane, Benin City. Tuesday 6th February 2024, body departs for Okuseosi for funeral service at St. Peter's Anglican Church, Okuseosi, Diocese of Sabongida Ura, Onwa West Local Government Area, Edo State. Interment follows immediately. Wednesday 7th and Thursday 8th February 2024, celebration of life. May his gentle soul rest in peace.